An unknown series and the unexpected power of these engines do make for great races. Find out more right here, right now. Greetings petrolheads and welcome to romrom.net, the channel sharing the joy of sim racing and to It's a Mod world where we test different mods for different sims to see if they add to our enjoyment. My name is Serta and I will be your host for this video. By some twist of fate I'm sitting again in a Fiat Racing car, this time from Fiat Argentina, where this series seems to be seated. Well, there seems to be something similar in Turkey where the Fiat Tipo is called the Egea, but information is scarce. The Fiat Tipo Competizione is driven on quite basic tracks and seems to be an entry series, as the budget needed to take part seems to be quite low. Before we meet again in the cockpit, remember to click subscribe and also click on the bell and become part of the ever-growing RomRom family. It all looks a little bit lo-fi, especially when you look at the outside very precisely. On the inside it's okay-ish, and on the replays you don't see any lo-fi graphics, especially with the CSP mod installed and active. All in all, while not the best graphics quality, you won't notice it much while driving, no glaring errors anywhere. The force feedback is quite okay. The car reacted very well, fast and sensible to my input. The centering strength felt like too much, but I of course haven't driven the car. It may be exactly the way this Fiat race car is set up. To sum it up, I knew all the time what was happening with the car and could regulate my input accordingly. Also, the car is quite stable and allows you to do many stupid things without having you messing up your race in any major way. One important point, be careful with the brakes. You will have to find their sweet spot. While these cars seem to have ABS, if you press the brakes too strongly, the car will oversteer. Judging from this behavior, I suppose you will want to change the brake balance in the setup or while racing. The racing was intense and quite challenging. The AI was fair but relentless and gave me some very nice racing situations where I had to prove my skills. The tires, by the way, are locked as medium compound and you cannot change it. We suppose it's the same in the real life series, but we didn't find anything about it. The AI kept a good line, making variations on it where it fit their purpose and, as I said, was fair in its behavior. One of the best AIs I found in Assetto Corsa. This being Kuno's Toyota Celica sound, it's overall quite good and fits this car quite well. I like the sound of the motor, I heard the brakes screech and the tires, although the motor was loud enough and the driving intense enough, I didn't notice much of the sound while driving. This was fun, lots of fun. The car's stable, its limits are broad and you can push it quite far before you mess up. You just have to be careful with the brakes. If you haven't learned how to work the pedals yet, it can be a challenge because of the brakes and their sweet spot. I'm pretty sure all kinds of pilots would enjoy these cars and the mod. Maybe not absolute beginners because of the brakes, but other than those I have the feeling everyone else would quite enjoy driving this mod in races, against the AI or against other humans. I can recommend this mod to everyone, one of the finest examples out there in a series that is almost unknown outside of Argentina and maybe Turkey. We are quite sure known outside of Argentina and Turkey, and if you want to know more, check the playlist to the left or the video to the right. Until next time, save fuel, collect pickup, and we will see each other on the podium. Visit romrom.net to connect to fellow sim racers and sim racing fans.